Over the next couple of minutes, we're going to walk you through a really simple, step-by-step way to pick the perfect energy plan for your place.
Okay, let's dive right in. To make a smart choice, you've got to understand the playing field. And believe me, the energy market in Luxembourg is not like its neighbors.
First thing you need to know, there are only 4. That's it, just 4 suppliers. While in other countries you might have dozens of companies all fighting for your business, here it's a much smaller club. That's mostly just because the country is so small, which has kept the big international players from jumping in. And next up, let's talk about where your electricity actually comes from. This might surprise you, but Luxembourg imports a whopping 75% of its electricity. Yep, we're pretty dependent on our neighbors for power.
And that's a really key point to remember. You're going to see a lot of ads talking about local green energy. But the reality, most of the electricity flowing into your home is imported, mainly from Germany. So whenever you hear local energy, it's smart to take it with a little grain of salt. So what about the cost? Is it expensive? Well, yeah, prices here are generally a bit higher than in neighboring countries. Right now, an average couple is probably paying around €80 a month for their electricity, and that's partly because of things like government policies and network fees.
So, who are these 4 companies anyway? Let's do a quick introduction so you know exactly who you're choosing from. Okay, you've got Enovos. They're the big historic leader serving most of the country. Then there's SudStroum, who are really the electricity specialists. Their counterpart is SUDénergie, the classic gas supplier who now does electricity too. And finally, there's a really interesting one, Revolt. They're a citizen cooperative that buys and resells local solar energy. It's a fantastic eco-friendly choice, but just know, you do have to buy a share to become a member.
All right, now that we know the players, let's get into a topic that's on a lot of our minds, green energy. If you want to make a more sustainable choice, what are your actual options here? First things first, let's be upfront. Choosing green energy costs a little bit extra. You can expect to add about €5 to €10 to your monthly bill if you opt for a renewable contract compared to a standard one. But the good news is pretty much every supplier has green options. Some even offer premium plans where that little extra you pay goes directly into funding new local projects like wind turbines or solar farms. Oh, and for gas, biogas is becoming a more popular and available choice, which is pretty cool.
Okay, so we've looked at the market, the suppliers, and the green options. Now for the most important part. How do you actually pick one?
Now, listen up, because this is the single most important thing to get. Unlike picking a bank or an internet provider where you're comparing all these different features, energy is way, way simpler. Once you've made the call on whether you want a green plan or not, it honestly just comes down to price.
So here's your game plan and 4 simple steps. Step 1, decide, green or standard. That's your first big choice. Step 2, check if you have any special needs. Step 3, compare the offers based purely on price. And finally, step 4, select the one that saves you the most money. Easy. And hey, please don't skip step 2. This is super important if you have an electric car, solar panels, or a heat pump. Some suppliers have special smart tariffs that give you cheaper electricity at night or on weekends. And trust me, that can make a huge difference on your monthly bill. All right, let's wrap this all up with a quick action plan so you can get started and feel totally confident about your choice. And here's some really great news that should make this whole thing feel a lot less stressful. There are no bad suppliers in Luxembourg. Seriously, all 4 of them are financially solid, they're reliable, and they're backed by the state, municipalities, or co-ops. You literally can't make a wrong choice. You can only make a better one for your wallet. So are you ready to go find the best deal for you? The absolute easiest way to do it is with an online price comparison tool. A site like Switchr.lu lets you see all the latest offers in one spot, so you can just pick the plan that's perfect for your home and your budget. We really hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching.